All right, the New York Giants and Daniel Jones seem determined to turn things around this season. They have a new head coach in Brian Daboll. Jones also told that the pressure is off to be perfect. It seems like he's getting the ball out faster, which is a huge step for the quarterback. Now, Coach Daboll has a strong belief in Daniel Jones. Take a listen to what he has to say.
He wants to be as good as he can be for this football team. Obviously, he's had a, kind of up and down first few seasons, but it takes everybody. You see the growth of some of these young quarterbacks from year 1 to year 2 to year 3 to year 4 that have consistency in system, add playmakers around them, entire team. I think, look, we got to try to work towards that the best we can.
Let's welcome in our Emory Hunt, fresh off Giants OTAs, firsthand experience of exactly what is going on in New York. So Daboll believes in Daniel Jones, or at least he's saying that he does, but then the Giants didn't pick up the quarterback's fifth-year option. So do you personally think it's time for the Giants to move on from Jones, or they should give him another chance?
I strongly believe they should move on from Daniel Jones. And it's funny to watch the practices play out because he did mention, he wants to coach Daniel Jones to be a little bit more free and a little bit more aggressive and not worry about turning the ball over. And we've seen a lot of interceptions in practice. We saw a pick six the other day by Adoree Jackson en route to Daniel Jones being aggressive. So, yeah, you want a guy to play free, but we've seen this turnover story time and time again. And watching Daniel Jones play, and the big elephant that's in the room is when you're watching Tyrod Taylor take the field and have success at practice and doing things that Daniel Jones just can't do physically. And you see guys kind of gravitate toward Tyrod Taylor. He's more like the OG on the roster, and guys just kind of look for guidance from him. And so we're seeing this play out, and you kind of wonder, okay, if the Giants are losing games 17-6, 21-13, where it's clear and evident that the defense is doing their job, but the offense just can't get out of its own way, how soon will we see Tyrod Taylor? And I think we're going to give it between 4 to 6 games before we see another quarterback get out there for the Giants.
You just answered my question there. So you're saying 4 to 6 games, he has a little bit of a wiggle room, and then Tyrod Taylor takes over?
I believe so. And the thing about it, when you look at their schedule, I know they have some crucial games before their bye. 2 real toss-up games, Jacksonville and Seattle. I feel like how they play in those 2 games, both very winnable for the Giants, could determine who we see coming out of that bye week. And again, if that offense is sputtering, we know they don't really put the ball in the paint when we talk about Daniel Jones under center. So Tyrod Taylor may give them a little bit more of a boost coming out of the bye week, gets him 2 weeks to get ready to go for this offense.
Obviously foreshadowing here, but do you think Tyrod Taylor is a long-term fixture for the Giants? I mean, is that going to be their answer?
It's not going to be their answer. And we've seen this play out for Tyrod Taylor all throughout his career. He led the Buffalo Bills to the playoffs, and they couldn't wait to get rid of him. And we saw the unfortunate incident in Los Angeles when he gave way to Justin Herbert. We saw him get knocked out of a game, the first game, I believe, second game of the season in Cleveland. And in comes Baker Mayfield, and we know how that story played out. So I think it's good for him to set the table and help carry this team forward. And when the 2023 drafts comes in and they can get their guy that they want long term, Tyrod can still play his role while giving way to the second year or to the rookie quarterback at some point in time.
Makes sense there. All right, well, you're looking at a coach like Brian Daboll. He has 21 seasons of NFL coaching experience. He's bringing that to the Giants. What type of versatility can he bring to this Giants offense?
It's going to be fun to watch, to be completely honest. Just watching the personnel that they were able to bring in and looking at what they want to do. And you heard some seeds of what they're trying to do with Daniel Jones. They want him to get rid of the football quickly. So I would expect the killer C offense, curls, comebacks, and crossers. We're going to see a lot of those short passes, and those guys can catch and run and take it a long way. You're going to see a lot of quick hitters in the run game. They have some speedy guys. We know about Saquon Barkley, but you're bringing in Matt Breida. You also bring in some versatile talent. You think about Wan'Dale Robinson, who was one of the top high school football running backs in the country before making the move to wide receiver. And Jeremiah Hall, keep an eye on him. The fullback, undrafted rookie free agent out of Oklahoma, can be your single back. He can be an inline tight end. He can be an H-back. He can line up in the slot. He can do a lot of things and just helps add to the versatility of what we're going to see on this offense. Guys that can carry the football. Wan'Dale Robinson. We talk about Kadarius Toney. Saquon Barkley is another dual threat. So there are some versatile pieces, some catch and run guys, and they want to get the football out of Daniel Jones' hands very quickly. So expect a lot of short, quick passes, but a very fun offense to watch.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.